Exposure is that guy. As you are schooling your children, whether at home or at school, exposing them to a variety of different content, teaching styles, all of the things will help build strong thinkers and strong academic children. So if that's your goal, stick along for this journey. Hi, my name is Ruth. I have a master's degree in the science of education. I was a teacher for 9 years and now I homeschool my kids. Here are 4 signs that I made this week for them as we're on our homeschool journey. So sign number 1, we have pronouns. They're learning about pronouns. What are pronouns? They take the place of a noun. For example, Grayson likes to play with Grayson's toy. We wouldn't say that. We would replace the second Grayson with his, which is a pronoun. The boys are just learning basic personal pronouns as well as possessive pronouns. We are dabbling with indefinite pronouns, but that's not something I'm really requiring for them to know. It's just exposure. Sign number 2. Again, you guys, my kids are 6 and 7 years old. This is all about exposing them to the academic vocabulary related to the content that they want to know. They had a desire to learn about the earth and the atmosphere and all those things. So we started basic by learning about the 4 different spheres that are on the earth. We have the biosphere, the atmosphere, the geosphere, and the hydrosphere. I really focused on the prefix meaning of each of the spheres. So bio, life, atmos, air, geo, earth, and hydro, water. On top of that, we did a few activities that brought these abstract ideas into the concrete. It's very important when you are planning activities with your kids that you bring abstract ideas to the concrete. So hands-on activities that represent the ideas that you're going to be teaching. I planned an activity with this where they made sphere bags. Within those sphere bags, they had bio, life, which was plants. They had geo, dirt, which we grabbed. They had air, atmosphere, right? It was the top of the bag that was full of air. And then we had hydro, which was water. So through that activity and constant exposure, they were able to start to understand at a base level of what the different spheres of the earth were. And because my kiddos love learning about, space and the atmosphere, we went a little bit deeper. Sign number 3, we were learning all about the atmosphere. So the atmosphere is the top layer in the geosphere, and that is composed of 5 different spheres. We have the troposphere, that's where we see a lot of our weather. We have the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the coldest one out there, the thermosphere, where we see the aurora borealis, and then we have the exosphere, the outermost sphere within the earth. Again, we're bringing abstract ideas to the concrete with academic vocabulary. So I've had the kids go out several times at night, look up at the stars, and we can clearly see, if you do this, this is a fun activity, look up and you'll see planes flying all night. And that would take place in the stratosphere. We were also lucky enough to see a very cool asteroid or something burn up in the atmosphere, and I was clearly able to say, hey guys, that was from the mesosphere when they start to burn up in the environment. So getting real hands-on learning and activities with the content that you plan will help ensure that your kids are prepared for more academic or rigorous type learning and thinking. If they have exposure to knowledge, if they have exposure to different kinds of words, as you're teaching from an organic space, make sure that you're introducing the academic vocabulary that goes along with those, with the content that you're teaching. The last sign that I have for you guys today is digraphs. I made a video on spelling and all the different spelling patterns that you can start to do with teaching your kids spelling patterns. But for mine, I gave them a quick little quiz. I saw that they are, when it comes to writing words out, they struggled a little bit with differentiating with some of the digraphs. So that's what we've been working on all week. I've prepared a variety of activities for them to work through digraphs, where they have to do book hunts where they look for the words that have the same spelling patterns. We do some whiteboard work where we use some Elkonin boxes and they write out the sounds that they hear. We've also done like cut and paste activities, just a variety of activities to help them to differentiate between the sounds when they hear it and then when they write it. So that's all that I have for you guys today. These are the 4 signs that I've made. The biggest takeaway from this one is to make your abstract ideas concrete. So find things and activities that represent whatever ideas that you are teaching in a way that is no longer just in your mind. They can clearly see it. If you look in the background, we have some cool little atmosphere activities that we also did with labeling the different layers of the atmosphere where they don't mix, because again, if you look in the sky, you can't see layers. It doesn't look like layers, but this brings an abstract idea into the concrete. Now that they know, even though you can't see it, the air molecules are organized in different layers. So until next time, guys, bye.